So I hope that explains it for you, OING, how to defend the corner. All right. Games are really easy to get at this level. Okay. Pretty simple opening here. We're gonna take. You could take here, right? Or here, but you can't approach this way and develop. So it's better to take this way. Now we can approach and develop the top too. See, so now we can approach here. So that's a minor little thing you can pick up. I don't like this attachment really for white. It does develop a little bit here, but when you develop here, black's going to be able to develop also as well. So one of the game yesterday, we actually had this. So here, you're not going to fight back. We're going to give the corner and develop the side. So we're going to take Sensei. Because this is going to be a ladder. This group is very strong. Right? So like that. And then now, if we play something like this, look at the framework and how it works together. So white right now is isolated to the bottom only. Typically during opening, you don't want to get isolated to one side. That's an interesting invasion, but I'm just going to connect here. Nothing fancy defensive about it. He pokes. And then here we can double Hane. Give him the Ponoki on the outside. Oh, whoa. So here, he might die here, because we can just drop down here and take Ice Space out. We don't have to defend this. I'm going to anyway, because the outside is very big, and make him live in Gote. That's bad, because now he's dead. So he doesn't want to live, so he can die, I guess. Yeah. I think if we just Atari here and play a Ko, it's good enough. The Ko is good enough because we're gonna take, he's gonna do something else, and then we're gonna be able to play a lot of moves on the outside. Probably 2 moves in a row to develop the Moyo on the outside to give up the corner, which is bad, really bad for white. Even if he lives with 2 points in the corner, we get 2 moves in a row, so we're probably gonna extend from the right corner, and then we're gonna probably jump down here to approach the bottom corner of his too. Isn't B18 the right shape point? B18. No, B18 will get him to live. So here, we're gonna defend our shape here. And then here, I'm going to Atari. So if he let us have this stone, then it's worth way more in the corner. So he's gonna take here, we take this stone. The development's really nice. Often in this game, you have already won by 2. That is true, Clanger, because the opening is very important. So if you learn stuff about the opening, and you play faster than your opponent, typically you are going to straight up just win. And then here he's making a horrible mistake because these co-threats are helping black a lot, because now we're developing a wall while we fight for that corner. And the corner to us is a flower co. So developing a flower co so early in the beginning is not ideal for the opponent. See, so now he's gonna have to save the corner or save that group. But right now, even if we give up the really. He's not going to be able to save everything because now he's just running into a wall up here already. So, and hopefully through this series, I'm going to be able to illustrate how you guys, if you're hovering around this Q level, how to kind of exploit your opponent here and just take over the game drastically. So here we're going to pin in this stone here and just take. So he got 4 points in the corner. But we dominate the outside. That's a Gote move. Because if he cuts here, we can see Atari and then Atari here. This is 2 points, so at 7Q, I expect you not to play moves like this because the corner's already alive. It doesn't really cost much or anything like that. So here, we're going to take the other approach. That's the big move. You can also develop your Moyo, which we should have done, but... And then here, we're going to have to defend, because after he takes... That is his right, we have to defend it. But we did get a stone in here at P4, which is very valuable. So right now, the game's really out of hand for him already. Black's potential is just everywhere on the board, with a nice thick wall. The groups are very thick. He has 1 corner, 2 corners, with maybe like 30 points. And that's about it, so it should be game over. Okay. He does poke there, try to reduce the area, but really he needs to defend this corner, because now... Here, we're just going to extend here. And this group is alive already because of the code threat, so we're just going to seal him off. You can just keep building the stick, even if this lives, which it will not. The wall outside is just way strong here for him to do anything. See, and then now we just play this and we're alive. Let's just go ahead and, oh, I think we can play this and prevent him from having eye shape. Again, let's play this way. Gonna connect. So it really comes down to understanding the opening and big moves. And once you can get that, let's take this for the second eye. Once you understand that, then it's really easy to win at this level, because all your moves are going to be worth way more than your opponent's move. As long as you understand, if a group is not life and death, is not in life and death, go play somewhere else big, or develop in a certain way where you have potential in the center. Like this wall that Black has, this has so much potential that there's nothing White can do right now. Like, this is so thick. He's gonna try to make an eye, but that's really, I'm just gonna poke this out here like this. Make sure he doesn't get any eye. I technically don't have to play there, but just to be safe. Exactly, Yeti. Stay thick. That's the name of the game. Alright, so he's trying to poke our eye out. 2 eyes here. Technically, we only need 1 eye, because he doesn't have any eye, but better to be safe than sorry. So where did he really go wrong here? And that's the top corner, where he should have played to live. Instead, he played on the outside. And then we poke his eye out and turn it into a ko. And then the ko, all the ko did was, okay, resign. All the code did was help us develop more on the outside. We didn't care about the code really. So it's after that it's pretty much a me-I for the game, right? So either we get the outside or we take the huge corner. Let's go ahead and review it. What? Okay. Alright, let's see. This is a short game, so I do like that. This move I don't recommend playing because as white, you are getting some nice thickness to the left, I mean the bottom here, but black also get thickness to the top, and black goes first. You both have thickness, black gets to go first, he's going to develop faster than you. And here, the reason why we extend is to control the center. And white can cut, but it's gote, and then after the jump here, you can see the ideal shape here. So this is opening theory. To get a shape like this is so ideal. Very thick wall. Super thick wall. This cut's not possible because the ladder is good for black. So this is essentially is a wall. Then you have the corner enclosure pushing onto it. Not talking about just this development, but development of this is very good. And don't be jealous when your opponent jump in, okay? Let's say black does something like this. When white jump in, black can just cap. Cap, 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 and white have to make enough eye space. And you see the transfer of the wall, right? So you don't have to keep the territory, but you transfer it into a wall. So you make more potential. You let white live, but you transfer potential. Look at the center right now. It's all blacks. So you don't have to do much. Also here, you can also play stuff like the press here, like that. Stuff like this to develop more thickness. So those are some type of techniques where you can keep your lead when you build it. And then this, invading at the top, who cares, right? I'll give you the top if you want. Just gonna build more thickness here. Make it harder and harder for him to jump in. Then here, I was expecting this one, so we double Hane. The Atari, we do this, and he does this, and we trade. So the corner is very thick, and this area is very, very dangerous for white to even just think about jumping in. So I'm okay with the Panuki here next to the side. It's definitely not worth a 30-point Panuki here. But he made a mistake, of course, by playing this here, and so we can play the drop down here. This starting to make white really thick. So here, we could just approach in here, but there are some weakness, right? It's 2 cutting points. So basically, when you have 2 cutting points, it's better to protect one and leave the other one. So now if he cuts, we can always jump like so, and then we can fight this one stone here. So this is going to be a running group. Then he's going to run, and we're going to be able to develop. So if he runs something like this, we can develop the top side here, the middle left. So indeed here, he needs to protect. I was expecting this, and then perhaps black goes back and do something like this. Result is pretty good for black. But instead, he cut right away, which we don't have to defend right away. Because this stone is very vulnerable still, and so we're pretty strong. We could jump at any time. Then starting the ko is really good for black, because black doesn't have to win the ko. The ko is flower. And so I was using the ko to capture this stone outside. And once we capture that stone, black just become one really thick group. So here, if he takes, pretty much the game is over. Potential-wise, it's very, very, very good for black. Doesn't black 18 kills? It might have. I just read it real quick at a glance, and I saw that if black did play this one, I guess it does kill if you, because since white can't come in, but I think the code would be better than the kill, actually. Sometimes it's not good to kill, because when you kill, there's Aji left over, but you take the potential from the kill and trade for it. It's a lot better. I would rather take the Panuki on the outside and let the center group live, really. So you kind of get the idea that I'm not reading that much during these games because, you know, they're sandbag games. I'm not going to take time to read the corner here, but you're right. It is dead. I glanced for it for like maybe 3 seconds. I thought it lived, but it didn't. But I think the kill is the better result anyway. So anyway, that's it for this game, and let's move on to the next one. You never really